Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some room. Then again, I can be drunk. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 bitches sucking like bisons. I just any mini money roll a dice since I pick. She ain't even really my type, and out here she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I get it. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you've been fighting for your shot, and you've been searching for your spot. Girl, I fit it. Yeah, girl, I fit it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove, or you want someone like you? Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some room.
And I like some money tonight.
Then again, I can be drunk. Yeah. I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m., don't stress. At 3, that bullshit kick in. At 30, you feel your best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a little bit just be the best. I'm looking at her, and her starting to turn into you. Now you starting to fuck up my mind. Is it you, is it her? We probably trapped to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. Spelling upstairs is elite. I don't make it squeak, make it squeak. I make this shit beat. Won't have a teeth when I feast. Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this cabaret Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you by the Terrell? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And now you obsessed by yourself. A minute from there, is this a room for me? Baby, do tell. Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some moods. But then again, I can be drunk.
I think to start off the series, we get a playoff atmosphere type game with really good pitching and just minimal offense. So I'm back in the under.
And let's lock in the Rockies' first 5. Let's get in, get out before their bullpens have to get involved because, God, they're terrible. And back in the Rockies' bats to avenge themselves from last night and put up a couple against Buehler, which at this point, if you watched him pitch, I don't think is that much to ask. I really don't. 9:40 Eastern. We got Marsh. We got Harris. I like the over. I like runs. I can't trust their pitching or defense. I want to fade both these arms.
Don't let the Royals play from Krabs getting swept. That's giving me good feelings.
They got that weird Falter square up, less than 2.5 earned runs after he's given up $1 million in his last 2 starts. I'm taking that less than as well. I believe in Bailey Falter, at least against the Reds lineup that right now I don't believe in at all. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Wednesday, episode 494 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your 2 hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by SeatGeek. If you guys are going to the games this weekend, I know you're going to the ballpark. It's about that time of year. It's getting nice outside, right? Some could say it's a little too hot outside. I know I would. Go buy your tickets on SeatGeek this weekend when you're going to the ballpark. Will you? All right. Use promo code Bookit for $20 off. Save yourself some coins. Okay. Jovan, hope you're feeling better. How we doing? You ready to attack the day today?
Ready? Locked, of course.
Good. Sure. I've got plenty of stuff to bitch about, including the squad ride that ended up pushing. Cannot believe they didn't have 1 million runs in that game. But like I always say, a push is a win, okay? Because the coins were not lost. The coins returned. They just did not multiply. We take it. We move. We groove. It is what it is. Not happy about it. Hope you guys got 9. Maybe even some of you guys got 8.5 earlier in the day. We'll take the push. We'll move. Not happy about it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Shout out Sal Frelick for greatest defensive play of all time.
We'll get to it. Not our best day on the Sharp Report. I went 3-2. Jovan looks like he went 2-1. It was never the Nats. I could just feel it in the Nads. It wasn't 10-0, but it sure felt like it. That's
it was
for
pretty
sure.
close. Pretty close.
It felt like it. Might as well have been. Gosh, Kyle Gibson got scratched. There's no way that just happens.
GG.
There's no way that just happens. Oh, we had a 2-piece we crafted up with LC that had Kyle Gibson in it. We might have to go back to the drawing board here, folks. And you guys are lucky. We're going to have 2 goats on here, Mikey and Lauren, after we do these W recaps. Okay, so stick with us. We're going to sweat out some MLB Live. We might have to go back to the drawing board here after we do these recaps, though. Gosh, man. And no, did not do the celebrity at bat, but that's coming. Don't fade 86. It's coming. Don't worry. Okay, couldn't do it last night. Got to get it done ASAP, okay? Jovan, any other thoughts, comments, concerns about yesterday's plays? Go ahead and chirp Eddie Rosario. He had some of the worst at-bats I've ever seen. Please.
Yeah, he was bad.
Please.
He was also lower than I thought in the lineup, which didn't help. But, I mean, he never showed a pulse. But, yeah, shout out the Nats. The Nats responsible for the only cake here, unfortunately.
Man, when everybody's on the Nats, that's when they don't come through. Okay? Got to remember that going forward. We got Holy Howitzers coming on, resubbing, need some banger plays. Holy Howitzers, we got you, my man. We got you. Don't worry. Let's keep moving and grooving here. King of the board recaps. I think I went 1-1. Shout out the Panthers, by the way. All-time ball tech. Elite ball tech. I mean, come on. Come on, man. I'd rather them lose 4-0. Why keep me involved? Why get my hopes up? Had a sneak nuke on them, and then I ended up sneak nuking the squad ride. We're going to get to that in a moment. It's absolute cake last night. Absolute cake. Jovan, great call, though, on Logan O'Hoppe. All right, that cashed, I'm pretty sure, in the 9th inning with a leadoff double to actually push the squad ride as well, to get involved there. So, W's Logan O'Hoppe.
He started the rally for them to score 3 in the 9th, which was huge, even though they probably should have scored a lot more than that. But, yeah, shout out him.
And, yeah, shout out Grimace. 7-0. Since he threw out the first pitch. Unbelievable.
It's cake tonight.
Okay. Might be cake tonight. We're going to talk about it. All right. Green Gob, ladder challenge, cake, finito, done. We'll pick it up later.
No, not done. We're still going for a week.
Yeah. Okay. You have anything yesterday?
I did involve the Nats, so obviously did not turn green. But we have a duty.
Yep. 0-9 on Digger Tuesday. Also very impressive. People sleep on that. I take full blame for gassing up Goots and gassing up the Dinger Tuesday segment. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Not a single fucking green gob in sight.
Somebody needs to study Dinger Tuesday, man. Needs to study.
Dude,
I don't know. Goots?
I don't have any words, man. I'm just a moose shit.
Yep. 2 words, moose. Okay?
Yep.
Before we bring on the goats, before we get on LC and get Mikey on this puppy and sweat out some MLB Live and get some soccer winners from Mike, we got a second for me to bitch about something. This one might be good. Goats, run that shit. I want to preface this by saying I had the Florida Panthers for a sneak 4 units before even getting to this game. Okay, so I was already drowning in piss. All right, watching the game 6-0. By the way, the over should have already hit by the 7th inning in this game, Jovan. There were so many hits, so many runs, so many great defensive plays that saved those runs, minus the inside the park home run that happened earlier in the game. But if you watch this game, the over should have hit with ease. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it was even this sweaty. Okay, we get to the bottom of the 9th. I'm sitting there about to go to bed thinking, no way they even make this close. The Brewers go through 3 bullpen guys in just that inning. Jovan, the Brewers manager acting like this is game 7 of the World Series. I mean, he's putting in his studs so early. The commentators are in shock. They're putting in these guys so early. But the Angels were still putting up runs, putting up base hits. I still cannot believe what my eyeballs witnessed at the end of this game. Okay, we got 2 guys on, a 6-3 score, and mind you, I got cute, Jovan. Yes, I had the over 9 for a unit responsibly, but the squad rides have been heating up. Okay, can you blame me? I had a couple sneak units on the over 9.5 at plus chicken. I couldn't resist. I thought, you know what? This either soars over or it's not even going to come close. I'm going to look like a bozo. Well, I found another way to look like a bozo, Jovan. I had the over 9.5. I'm seeing this ball get absolutely crushed to opposite field in the bottom of the 9th with 2 guys on. I'm thinking this game's tied. Oh my gosh, I just had the greatest beat of my life. For once, the ball bounces my way. But no. Sal Frelick, with the catch of a generation, the best catch I've seen all year, the best catch we'll probably see all year. Are you kidding me with this? Are you kidding me with this? The ball is barely in the glove. I don't know how it didn't hit the back wall. What reflexes from that guy? My God, I can't buy one right now, Jovan. So I'm sitting there with the 9.5 ticket. Everyone's, thinking, geesh, I had the over 9 like a good smart person. We'll take the push. And I'm sitting there with 4 sneak units after losing the fucking Panthers sneak whale, watching Sal Frelick steal my coins with this unbelievable catch to rob a home run. You can't script this shit. Oh,
unreal catch, dude.
I mean, to make matters worse, Jovan, I'm sending Trent these 4-man entries. I'm out there running a mile every day. It could not be hotter right now by me in Virginia. Record heat, record temperatures for this time of year. And I'm sending him 0 for 4 prize picks lineups. It was that type of day yesterday. It was that type of day. Humbling, you could call it. My God. Jovan, any thoughts on this catch? I mean, catch of the year. Go ahead and give him the award.
It was all time. Goods.
I mean, when the season ends, we might be going back to this moment.
We could. This could change
history.
the entire Brewers season right here. You're going to see them go absolutely nuclear. They're going to win 10 in a row after a play like this. God,
beat the O's in the World Series.
Godson saying just go on a treadmill inside. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a handout, though. I hate handouts. Godson. Yeah, I'll be out there again right after this. We'll see how day 3 goes. All right. Jovan, any other recaps, thoughts, comments, concerns before we bring on the goats?
No, I think we move right to it.
All right, let's see what they got. I'm blown. Let's see what LC has to say about this Kyle Gibson scratch. That's such moose. LC?
What's up,
Oh, we got hell echo.
Holy.
Hello.
Jeez.
Gosh, that was something. Well, it's been that type of day. I mean, you heard me bitching about the steamed crabs, this fucking catch of a lifetime. You'll never see South Frelick make a better play. We got 10s?
Is Nick here?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Outer
That's all right.
space.
We'll get it figured out. We'll call you back up when it gets figured out, okay? No stress. Chats, have you seen worse beats than that? I mean, I was talking to the boys this morning. We might have to get a Bookit Bad Beats account set up and running. I feel like that might be a way for just me to vent, to blow off some steam, right? I feel like that'd be something that people would follow too. I mean, the bad beats were flowing. I didn't even mention the atrocious bad beat I had earlier in the day, Jovan. I didn't even bring it up. Oh my gosh, the Pirates' first 5.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Bailey Falter with the start of a lifetime for that guy, Jovan. Makes one mistake in the top of the 5th. One mistake. Gives up a nuke. The guy pitched 7 innings. Plus 1,000, Bailey Falter goes through 7 innings yesterday. That cashed. Pirates' first 5 didn't. And then they lose 2-1.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Ratings with ease, Jovan, at 0-0. I'm thinking, all right, come on, Falter. You're locked in today. You're looking good. He makes one bad pitch, one mistake. Pirates put up 2 in the top of the 5th. Pirates' first 5 plus a half cake. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Just had to take a breath there.
Take a breath. Collect yourself, Krabs.
Brutal, guys. Brutal. Oh, what about Gomber? Sure, add him to the list. Gomber with the start of his year. Gomber out there just pitching his fucking little heart out. Leaving it all out there on the mound. And Gomber still goes over somehow. Hook.
That's true.
Oh, he almost pitched too well. His pitch count was so low, they had to keep him out there, and he'd make one bad pitch every other inning, and it would cost him greatly.
Yeah.
Brutal. Man, he didn't deserve to give up more than 4 runs. Marlins mucking right now, chat saying. Yeah, let's take a peep at those games real quick before we get LC back on here. Let's take a peep at these puppies.
Back to back off Kyle Gibson's replacement.
Well, that sucks. By the way, that sucks. Maybe we could find something for this Padres and Phillies game. LC, I don't know if the sound got fixed or not, but let me know. No, cake. Okay. All right. Well, we'll pick it up at some point. We'll figure it out. We'll get LC and Mikey on this puppy. All right. For now, let's lock in. Let's talk about some winners. All right, Jovan, we got the Marlins up 2-0. Anybody in chat with a Marlins ticket in their pocket? WLC. All right, let's move. Let's groove, Jovan. We'll get some plays from the squad. I feel like we probably have to spin the wager wheel. At least somebody does. We got to hold somebody accountable here. Sharp report wasn't great. King of the board 1-1 from me. Squad ride pushed. Bad beats galore. Sneak nukes all caked. What do we think? I think I probably deserve a little spin.
I think we're setting the bar way too low for spins, perhaps.
I think we are too. Like it's kind of wild.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be in rat shit to get a spin.
Maybe I don't know why I need to spin in my life here. Goots might have to spin. Goots might have to spin after that.
4Ks rumors. Yeah, keep updating me on Ronaldo Lopez chat.
So every time the O's lose, I have to spin chat. Is that right?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to spend that much this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Rosario run. That might deserve a spin. That might deserve a spin just for that one. All right. Let's bring the squad back in. No wheel today. I'm putting my foot down. All right. It wasn't bad enough. You guys are right. Thanks for talking me out of it. Let's get Mike up on this puppy. Let's see what he's got for today. I want to get his Euro place.
Check one,
Mikey, do we have a 10? Do we have a 4?
10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nick. W's. Mikey.
You just turn the headphones up when you take them off.
Yeah, he has no idea he's live, huh?
Yo.
Yo, we're good?
There he is.
Sure.
Is Lauren up here with me?
I'm not up there.
We don't have the video yet, but we got the sound.
We can hear Lauren, but no video. Yeah.
What the?
All right, we're just getting the laptop figured out. What's going on, gentlemen? How are we doing?
Mikey, we're doing well besides all the bad beats and the sneak nukes that all lost, but it's a new day. New dollars to be made today.
I got my teeth kicked in by the Royals last night. That was tough.
Yep, it happens. They've been treating you well overall.
Good too.
Okay, good. I think Goots was just spite fading the Cardinals because I got one on him the night before, dude. I know he did Marlins yesterday, man.
That could be it. Mikey, do we have any soccer? We got a game going on right now. We got a game coming up in, I think, 2 hours. Do you have any plays, any reads?
Dude, I mean, I just want to give Jovan his flowers. Germany was just an all-time. Not that they won the tournament yet. I think they're in a pretty weak group, but I mean, they look phenomenal.
Yeah,
and the confidence they're going to have going into the knockout stages with how well they're playing. I mean, Manuel Neuer made a save that turned the clock back like 5 years, it seems like. So that was insane. But in terms of plays, I don't know. Jovan might hate it, but dude, I'm going back to Scotland. We were talking about it in the morning after. I think you could take the +0.5. I think you could take Scotland money line, draw no bet. I think this Scotland team is much better than they looked against Germany. And I just feel like I don't know if Switzerland's going to dominate the pace of play like Germany did against them. And Scotland has some guys like John McGinn had a great year in the Premier League, and he was just suffocated against Germany. Andrew Robertson barely touched the ball. I don't think Switzerland is going to be able to do what they did, what Germany did to Scotland. So I'm going to just trust Scotland again. I think both teams score. I think the game goes over. We're seeing the grossest games of the tournament go over and the games that should go over not go over. And this seems like a game everyone's going to click that under. So I like the over 2.5 in this game. I like both teams to score. I like Scotland, but I mean, that could be mouse.
Yeah, I'm seeing Switzerland catching some steam on their end now. Not gonna lie to you.
I'm not shocked, dude. I'm not shocked.
Yeah. Any opinions? You know you're way more tapped into me, Jovan. So any thoughts on Mikey's plays or angles there? I got really nothing. I just want to hear winners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also actually on Scotland too.
Wow.
So I'll be on the +0.5, which I can tell you why they're catching a little bit of steam. It's because that was probably worst performance of the tournament so far.
Worst.
Scotland had in that first game against Germany. Red card helped that a little bit, but a big reason why I think they got moosed outside of the red card, and the reason why people thought they had a shot in that game 1 is because they're a really good defensive team. But the problem was they like got out of their shape really, really early in that game. So like that kind of allowed Germany to do whatever they want, even before they were up a man in that game. So I think now they have kind of a blueprint on their side and a blueprint on the Switzerland side after they saw Hungary do the exact same thing in their game one. So I think they're going to be pretty compact defensively, and maybe it's a slow game and then opens up a little bit. I do think both teams score. Maybe a 1-1 sneaks under, but I'm taking the Scotland plus a half.
Ooh, I love Scotland. Also for prize pick squares, I was looking at it. I love Andy Robertson passes. I took it last night at 36 and it got taken off the board and then it got bumped 3. I think also Scotland, if they're playing compact against Switzerland, when they need to get forward, I think they need to commit to playing through Andrew Robertson, and then bumping his passes up tells me that they're going to commit to playing through him, whether it's feed him and let him play a long ball over the top to Che Adams, whether it's letting him drift into the midfield like they do sometimes in some of their friendlies. But I think everything goes through him today. I took his demon shot in our TMA entry. I could just so see him on that left-hand side. They sag off a little bit, and he does what he does on Liverpool. Doesn't go for the cross, but instead just like lets one go, and it soars way over. But I love anything Andrew Robertson. Lauren was actually talking about it a little bit just because the squares in his last 5 aren't lining up. Anything John McGinn, he's up for 2 shots flat, Lauren noticed, and he's been averaging maybe 1. He's up for 1.5 shots assisted. I think he's maybe assisted 1 shot in the last like 7 games he's played. So, I mean, it's telling you it might be John McGinn day, which I wouldn't be shocked.
Ooh.
Dude, Mikey's dialed.
Yeah, he's locked.
Like
this is good.
But it could be full fade. You know what I mean? Like when I'm locked, it's either moose shit or like everything's green.
But I'd rather it be like that. I don't want any sort of, hooks, no hook emojis.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
You said the Andy Robertson passes attempt got bumped up 3?
3. Yeah, it was at 36.5 last night when I took it
So
at
we're
like
taking
1:30 a.m. And then I woke up this morning and it was at 39.5 now.
He's been soaring over
We're taking that. Yeah, he has.
And he had 28 passes in a game where, if you watch, Germany had 98% possession, it felt like, and he had 28 passes. So now in a game where it should be a little bit more open, if Scotland commits to playing out of the back, he's going to be touching the ball a lot more. So I don't even hate it at 39.5, to be honest. Like, this is a guy, I'm a big Liverpool fan, so it might be a little biased, but when Scotland plays well, he's touching the ball every possession. So,
here's what I'm thinking. My brain, the gears are turning. Okay, I want to put together a winner on prize picks. I really like that Andy Robertson angle from you, Mike. Lauren, I know we're blown. We have that Kyle Gibson square entry that's going to get scratched probably because he's not pitching.
What happened?
Yeah, he got scratched. I know he was coming off the bereavement list, so maybe he's not ready to come back and pitch yet. I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet, though. I'm sure someone back could tell us. But, yeah, definitely not pitching, and whoever is pitching was tossing some turkeys.
Liberatory.
But I'm thinking, maybe we pivot here and look at this game coming up in 10 minutes. We got Waldron on the bump. We got Suarez on the bump.
Oh,
that Waldron. Well, yeah. I'm looking at Waldron right now, who's been just a nasty knuckleballer for the Padres. I don't know if you guys are hip, but this kid's been really fucking good. His strikeouts square looks pretty fucking high today. He's at 4. Recently, he hasn't really been smacking that. I wouldn't mind taking a little stab at the knuckleballer, seeing what he's got today, and taking his MLB live strikeouts.
Wow. I mean, 2 and 2 innings?
Yeah, 2 and 2 innings. I know it's only 2 innings, which I don't love, but I wouldn't mind buying low after he hasn't been striking people out with the knuckleball.
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it, Krabs.
Jovan, Mike, you guys got thoughts on the knuck?
Dude, I don't hate it at all. You guys are the baseball people. I mean, I think Lauren took in our entry Cole Reagan's fantasy score. I think he shoves as well. I trust Lauren when it comes to pitchers, but this is baseball is you guys.
Jovan,
I just don't love him in this game.
Oh,
I think he's.
Why don't we do Ranger Suarez? Don't the Padres love to strike out? You get 2.
We could pivot. We can talk through it.
That's the thing. They're just bad.
Fuck, we're moose.
Let's
see what we are kind of forcing here because that lineup got scratched 100%. Do they have up the Ranger Suarez strikeouts?
They have his live strikeouts up, yeah. But you should probably fake Pavich. No way he's striking out 3.
I know. I just wanted to find something in this early game, Gootsy.
Do they have pitches thrown? That could be a fun sweat. That could be a fun sweat, fellas. Oh, they don't have them up. Not for those
pitches
games.
Thrown.
Not for the games coming up.
Well, all right. Let's take a peep at Suarez here. His strikeouts for the game is it's
probably low.
I think 3.5, but it's a goblin. And then it's at 5.5 for a demon. So I'm assuming he's around like 4 or 5.
It's probably 4.5. I would assume juicy to one side or the other. Probably over.
Any thoughts on Ranger Suarez getting some strikeouts today against the Pods?
Dude, I don't hate it.
A couple. It's just, I don't know. They're not the most strikeout heavy lineup, so I don't love it. But
well, what if we faded Waldron just in the full game? If you think he's going to get mocked,
yeah.
Dude, we could sweat his less than 1.5.
I mean, yeah,
dude, he might get touched up. We could take the less.
That could be fun.
That would be a crazy move.
You see his earned run square? Not that we're taking that, but that's kind of what initially made me look at the game. It's a fully redded out 2.5, but it's a green gob.
Yeah. Huh.
Other than the fact
he's given up some runs today.
Minus 180.
Yeah, they're catching some steam as well. What if we took Matt Waldron more than 5.5 hits allowed? We might need to pull that one up to show you, but the last couple, he's been pretty nails, not giving up hits, really not getting strikeouts either, but it's pretty high for what he's been doing. And the Phillies, I think coming off that game last night, sure they got a win, but I mean, they put up 4 runs, nothing crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they get 6 hits against this guy. You want to take his hits allowed more than?
I could be in on that.
Lauren, Mike, any thoughts?
Scores. I'll be honest. That probably scores.
What if we did a little Matt Waldron more than 5.5 hits allowed?
I like that.
All right, we sweat that one out. It starts up in 4 minutes, and we pair with that Andy Robertson more than 39.5 passes attempt for Mike.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
I like it.
Wow.
Any qualms?
I mean, Andy Robertson just became the #1 square on the pop page. So
I know it is what it is. It is what it is.
We could also pivot out of Andy because now he's #1 pop square.
I think
we just stick to it. We stick to it.
I think we keep.
I mean, I don't hate it, dude. I love Andy.
I'm riding that.
It got bumped up 3. I think we keep it. We trust. We roll with this 2-piece. We're not asking for the world, right? Yeah. We're not asking for a 6-piece. Shit, we're not even asking for 5 or 4. Not even 3. Just 2. Just 2 gentlemen to do their jobs, right? I guess Waldron to not do his job. I'm in for this little 2-piece gob. Okay. Chat, lock this puppy in. Matt Waldron, more than 5.5 hits allowed. Starts up in 3 minutes. Hurry up, go, go, go. And then Andy Robertson will be sweating out his passes attempt. I don't even know how to watch that or sweat that, Mike.
He plays left back, and he's going to have the captain armband on. Pass attempt is just him passing the ball. So you just got to watch him, and every time he touches the ball and he passes it, we're good. Krabs, I sent you the 36.5 just so you guys believe me. So I'm not that you didn't say you didn't believe me or anything, but I think it's crazy he got bumped 3. He literally got taken off the board the minute I placed it.
That is wild. They got your account monitor, bro. You're sharp on the pitch.
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe they were like, why did someone just put $125 on Andy Robertson pass attempted at midnight?
Lauren, before you guys go and we get into the sharp report here, I want to talk to you about the Rangers a little bit.
Yes, dude.
They're low-key moose shit.
Dude.
I'm just gonna say it. I'll rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, we're injured right now. But for what it's worth, I do think we win today.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sure.
No bias. Like, I know we're ass. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Rangers fan. I know we're ass, but I do think they win today. The little grimace streak going on right now, coming to an end.
The grimace Mickey Mouse streak is over for today?
Yeah, it's done.
I mean, the Mets, this is such a play that I would take, a year or 2 ago that looks so easy, and I'm still down to take it, but it scares me because streaks, fading them in baseball doesn't work. We got the Mets who have won a bazillion games in a row. I think literally 7 since that purple fuck threw out that first pitch. The Rangers have lost like 5 games in a row. Yeah. This is crazy. And the odds in the game, I mean, they're pretty much a pick 'em, right? The Rangers are actually catching about 5 cents of steam with Heaney on the bump, who's been moose shit. Yeah. The under in this game is probably my favorite play of the day today. I think it's pretty weird seeing a bazillion runs in the first 2 games of the series, and the steam on the or the odds on the under have increased by 10 cents. They went from -105 to -115. I think that's a great sign. The splits are sharp as well. I think both these 2 gentlemen up on the bump, Heaney and Manea, are going to have absolute field days up there today. I don't know who wins. Maybe it is the Rangers. They break out of their slump. It's a good sign they're catching some steam. It's a good sign they're even at a pick 'em against the red hot Mets. But I've kind of learned that you just leave the streaks to the side. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
God, there's that little Krimis fuck.
I'm going to be on the Mets today. I just want you to know that.
You're going to be on the Mets?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey,
Sorry.
Mikey,
I
huh?
respect it. No,
Sorry.
no, it is what it is.
Krabs, I've been on here multiple times, and the system is just when the team is red hot, I'm not fading.
Dude, it works. It works in MLB. I'm telling you. That's what I'm
Works.
trying to say. It does. 100%. Yeah, after we talked about that and I said that, the Rangers have won 10-0. Okay. All right. Yeah, Rangers or Moose. Lauren, do they have a pulse? Like, are they you still believe in this squad? Is it just injuries? I know Scherzer's making his start coming up here soon. That's electric. I'm always rooting for him. Where's your head at with this squad?
Yeah, Scherzer's going to be starting Saturday for us, but yeah, we're just injured. Like once we get Josh Young back, like we're going to be chilling. I do think they're going to catch steam, but right now, I mean, yeah, they're just a tough team to back, but they're going to figure it out. They're a good squad.
Still think they'll make the playoffs?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I do.
If you miss playoffs after winning the World Series, are you disappointed?
No, dude, I've got a ring.
We talked about this a little bit, Krabs, with Team A. Like the minute a team gets a ring, you get 5 years.
Yeah, I'm
I don't give a
chilling.
fuck.
Like I don't care.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
then that
they
means the
could
Nats are
literally not
done.
win a single game this year, and if I was a Rangers fan, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, because I know
I'm
we're in a
with
good
you.
place. Like we're young. Like obviously, like our ownership, they care. They're gonna spend money if they need to spend money. Like we're fine.
Fine.
I'm with you.
The minute I get one, I want 6 more. I just don't understand this take at all.
Good. Maybe win
Doesn't
one.
make sense, Mike.
Let's start with winning one. Good.
That is true, Goods.
Well,
You haven't
Good.
won
You'll
one
you'll
yet.
find out if you get to win one. You know.
Yeah. Let's
20
see what happens
2013,
when you
sure.
the Ravens get one. You're not going to be like, let's go for 6.
I
No, but I
am going to
can-
say that.
Nah, you're not.
As someone who could speak from personal experience with the Nats ring in 2019, all that aura has worn off at this point. I'm starting to get pissed off again, and it's been about 5 years.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
what I'm
math
saying,
checks out.
Krabs. You're at the 5-year mark.
Yeah, so now I got to start getting mad again. At the
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You got like 5 years of grace. You have 5 years of grace.
All right, before we let you guys go and hop into the sharp report for the people, any plays today you are in love with? I'm talking prize pick square. I'm talking a book play. I'm talking an angle, anything. Doesn't even have to be a bet. But are there any reads on the board today, any sports that you guys want to let the people know about? We'll start with Mike.
I mean, I'm going to be on Scotland, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm starting to fall in love with the Royals bounce back. After
Sure.
having them yesterday, this would be a game where I would just stay away. But with Reagan's on the bump, I could so see the Royals just like moose pissing all over the Athletics. So the Royals would be my second favorite play of the day.
Okay. Lauren, is there anything catching your eye? Any teams you think? I mean, maybe it's even the Rangers breaking out their little slump here. Anybody
Yeah, I
looking
do
at you
think the
for me?
Rangers win, but for a prize pick score, I haven't looked at
Mm.
everything yet. But I do. I'm totally fine backing Reagan's and his fantasy score today.
Ooh,
I think
a
he
little bounce
shows.
back.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind that at all. We've got that earn run square up for him on prize picks after he gave up 3 in that last start. I definitely wouldn't be taking that more than.
No.
You know, Oakland just won last night. Tons of runs in that game as well. So kind of lean the under in this one tonight too with that low total at 7.5. I think it's the Reagan show as well. They're catching 5 cents of steam. It probably is the Royals. Mike, I'd be scared with the -1.5 ticket in my pocket, but at least you know they're getting 9 full at bats. They're not the home team, and they could be up by 1, and you don't get that last at bats. I don't hate it. I like them on the ML. They're just juicy, and I could definitely get behind back in Reagan's on his fantasy score. It's looking like he's about a deal today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Krabs, can I get a square out of you and
Yeah.
Javon?
Krabs, what's your scores?
Hell yeah, you can get some squares.
Both your favorite squares.
My meat on tape square for today, which you will like, Mikey, has to do with the Mets. Lauren, I'm sorry. Sean Manaea, more than 15.5 pitching outs.
I love
Okay, I mentioned this earlier. I love the under in this game. Probably my favorite book play of the day. I'm looking at this Manaea square, and I'm sure Goots is working hard in the back end, pulling it up. You'll see it, and you'll know why I'm on it pretty much. It's red as heck. You know, he's been getting pulled a lot early. That's the way he pitches, right? He's effectively wild. He walks a lot of people, doesn't fill up the zone much. But whenever I see a guy like that having a weird square like this with his pitching outs in a game where I love the under, a game where I don't think there'll be many runs, a game where I think both pitchers will do well, I want to back Manaea to stay in this game. And he doesn't have to pitch 6 innings. He just got to get through 5 innings and a third and just be out there and hopefully get 1 out. And I could see it like it was yesterday, him going out there for the 6th, getting an out. You know, there's probably a guy or 2 on base. It's extremely sweaty, but they yank him halfway through that inning, and then we're at the cash counter because it's such a low number, right?
Yeah, I do like
It's
that
still
play.
a low number.
Mhm.
Okay.
Also, an
I'd say
absurd
Manaea.
profile picture out of Manaea on Prize Picks.
That hair, I mean, yeah, Troy Polamalu, right? You got to respect it. Is he in the Head and Shoulders commercial? He's about to be in the next one.
He might be.
He might be.
Just
Javon,
might.
favorite meat on tape square?
Raffy Devers fantasy score against
Talk to
Donkey
me about
Gosman today. Yeah, I mean,
Tell me
I'm
this
talking,
pen.
talking about Gosman. Devers has been hot and bump up W's from 7.5. But he's facing Gosman, who's been Moose in Toronto. Moose against all left-handed batters, especially the ones who are able to hit the low ball, which Gosman loves to throw that splitter a little low. So I think Devers is going to be all over everything he throws to him today. And I like runs in the game. I think Devers is going to be very involved. So that's my favorite square.
I love it.
Okay. So we've got Rafi Devers from Jovan. I'm pitching that Manea square. Reagan's fantasy score from LC. Mikey, you want to throw one into the ring and make a little 4-piece here?
Well, since we already did the passes attempted, I like John McGinn shots assisted at 1.5 more than.
John McGint.
He
Who the
plays
hell
like
is
they
this guy?
play
Here he
two
is.
center attacking mids, and
No.
he's on that right-hand side. I could see him feeding Che Adams for a couple.
I'm liking the chart. You're talking
know,
John
that's what I'm
McGinn,
saying.
more than 1.5 shots assisted,
Yeah, I love that.
coming off of back-to-back goose eggs.
Goose eggs, dude.
You and Jovan both on Scotland. Sign me up. John
Yeah, I like
McGinn.
that
I
one.
love it, dude.
Be a hero today, John. Why
Be
not?
a hero,
Be
please.
the guy. All right. That's a 4-piece I can get behind. It starts out in 2 hours. Love that. W's. So it'll start out during the surge stream. And then we get a Rafi Devers. He'll probably hit a nuke again. And then we move on to Sean Manea. He's going to do his job and pitch an absolute gem. And then we close it out with LC's Cole Reagan's fantasy score when he pitches a gem against the Athletics.
A little take me home piece.
Little
I like
take me
it.
home
This is a
piece.
4-piece I can get behind. This is a 4-piece I'm going to beg Trent to take. And that way we have a chance to maybe stop this little running challenge.
Yeah, Krabs,
I
how are
love
you
this
feeling
one.
with that? How's that going?
Yeah, I feel like I ran a half marathon. I feel like I'm a piece of shit, to be honest with you. So it's good I'm doing this. But all I'm doing is running a mile a day, and I feel like I'm going through war over here.
I mean, yeah, if you
Not
haven't
good.
been doing that, though, that's going to beat you up, you know?
Yeah. We'll send the link, Trent. I'll put it in the chat here in a second. Look, it's going to get better, right? You can't make it up there. Yesterday, I was out there, and all of a sudden, an ice cream truck pulls up right outside the baseball field while I'm trying to run. And I'm thinking, this has to be some sort of joke. I got to be on camera. Somebody somewhere is watching me run fucking laps, huffing and puffing around a baseball field. And there's an ice cream truck just posted up right there, and they're just absolutely enjoing their day.
That
course.
SpongeBob
Comedy.
ice cream never looked better.
I mean, I wanted
That
to
shit
just
used to
cut it
hit.
short and do my run over to the truck, but I couldn't. Had to stay locked. Unbelievable. We got Pax Picks coming in with a resub. Love that, Pax Picks. We have an account called Zach Hampel dropping a follow. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Unbelievable name. Gosh, can't get away from that guy. All right, Mikey, Lauren, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on.
course.
I'm locking in this 4-piece. We'll do this again next week. Okay, Mikey, and enjoy your
Let's do it.
vacation as well. Much
do it.
deserved. Okay.
Let's
Appreciate
go,
that.
fellas.
Peace, guys. Yep. Thanks for coming on, guys. W's. All right, let me lock in this 4, Geyserman. I got to reorder it because I'm annoying and I like to do it chronologically. Dudes, keep it up real quick. We got John McGinn to start it off. And then we go, who? Devers, I believe, fantasy score.
Yep.
McGinn, Devers,
And then we go
Reagan's.
Manea with the hair.
Yep.
Mhm.
Literally Troy Polamalu. And then we go
Yeah.
Reagan's fantasy score.
That's
Chat,
it.
that's a 4-piece that I can seriously get behind. I'm putting $200 on it to win $2,000, 10xer. Okay. I'll drop the link. I'll send it to Goots here in a second as soon as it gets placed, and we'll put it in the chat. Okay. W's.
Make sure you have
Um,
McGinn shots assisted in there.
Yep. And again, shots assisted 1.5, not shots. W reminder.
Not fouls either. My bad.
Yeah, not
Nope.
fouls, not fouls.
Just shots assisted. Okay. I'll drop it in a second here, guys. I don't know why my laptop's not locking it in. Kind of annoying. Let's go to the Sharp Report. Let's hop over there. Jovan, I want to hear your first sell job while I lock this puppy in and send Goots a link. Tell me why you like runs in Toronto, because I'm on the under.
You're on the under. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Well, I like the
Yeah.
over. A lot of that comes from Boston because I really like what they have to bring against Gosman. Again, it's kind of like the Nationals in the sense that, like, if I want the Red Sox to score runs, I, for the most part, have to be really loving the matchup for the lefties. And the lefties would be the guys at the top of the lineup, and Jarren Duran and Rafi Devers, which I do because Gosman's been bad. He's been bad in Toronto, especially been bad against lefties. So I'm going to continue riding that wave. And same thing but kind of different for Brian Bayo, which Brian Bayo obviously is much, much worse against lefties, and the Jays really don't have too many of those, but they're going to bring as many as they can inside that lineup. And Dalton Varsho, I guess, is the main bopper to watch out for, and I think he's going to do damage, especially if Brian Bayo doesn't have great command, which we've seen plenty of times. So I don't think I need to lean on his struggles against lefties nearly as much as I do for Gosman. So I think this game has some runs in it. And I guess a lot of that probably hedges on the Red Sox, which I really like to score runs.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give my sell job on the under here in a second. I finally got that freaking entry locked in. I don't know why my laptop is bugging. Let me send this link to Gootsy. All right. We also have that Waldron square we're sweating out. Has he even given up a hit yet? He's probably been perfect. Let's see.
Is he even on the mound
It's
yet?
just starting up right now. It's just starting up right
on the
now.
mound.
He's 2 pitches in, and we're already kicked. He hasn't gotten any hits up yet. Shit.
Schwarber hit a knuckleball. It's got to be somebody else.
Yeah, you think Schwarber's barreling up a knuckleball? He can barely hit
No.
anything.
Yeah, it's somebody
God.
else.
If he does,
It's
it's
fast.
probably going a goddamn quarter mile.
Yeah,
Okay,
if he
that much.
does.
All right, Goots, the link is in our group chats. If you want to send that in here, Trent, let me know if you need me to text it to you, but it should be here in the chat. Okay. Jovan, I like the under in this Boston and Toronto game. I don't love it, but I like it. I didn't love a lot of plays today. I like the other ones better, but I like the under. I think Bayo and Gosman, I think they have a good fucking day today. The under's down from 8.5 to 8. I was looking at the prize pick squares. You know, I wouldn't say they were, super respectful, but I'd say for Bayo, they looked a little high, like he was going to do okay. And Gosman's looked, about where they should be at least. And, we've seen this team and this matchup come off an under in that last game. And I think we see the same type of thing here. This isn't a Toronto and Orioles series in Camden where we always see a bazillion runs. For some reason, we haven't seen a ton of runs in the series. And I think that continues. And with that total dropping, I want to buy low on Bayo and Gosman. These two big name guys, they have not been good this season. They both have, 4 and 5 ERAs. That's not like these dudes. And with that total dropping and with the splits looking good, I want to back this under. It's pretty much just a line play and buying low on these two starters. But I didn't hate your points either, man.
Yeah, there's also, I can tell you why you're maybe attracted to the move down from 8.5 to 8. You know why that is? It's probably because of Bo Bichette's.
Oh, out.
Yeah. IL.
Okay.
So
it's not
that's
ideal.
that's why I'm not leaning on like the righties as much, because I think the Jays are going to put out a pretty strange lineup today and get pretty much every lefty in there they can, which will be good. Love Varsho in there. They have Horwitz in there. So I don't know. Brian Bayo's been getting worse and worse by the last couple starts. I want to keep riding that, and I think Gosman's not going to do great either. So
Trent,
what I'm
bro. Trent said he's about to go on the IL. He feels like moose shit. Feels like rat meat.
GG.
Trent, I'm sorry, bro. And the total's down to 7.5. Yeah, I thought this total was low. I'm gonna stick with my guns here. I'm gonna stick with my guns. Look, it's okay if we're not always on the same play. It's rare, but it happens. Somebody's winning. I'm gonna stick with it. A full run for Bo Bichette doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
No.
Half a run, you got me there. Full run though, and that thing's dropping. It's looking sharp. Doesn't mean it's gonna hit, but it's looking sharp. Trent, bro, if you don't feel good and you want me to run stream, let me know. All right. I could do that. Text me or whatever, or hit me up in the private chat. We got Phillies and Caps. Stott double. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We got one.
Huge.
W Goots. Second and thirds. Krabs is him. Literally, the guy got one hit. Okay, but I like the energy. I do. Timothy, I do. Appreciate that. W's, boys. We need more. Okay, we need more sub banks too. It can't just be Pax picks out here dropping them alone. You guys are leaving him out to dry. Okay. What else you guys sweating for these early games? I know we got Detroit, Atlanta up 3-0. We're about to go over the rest of the sharp report here. Cincy Pitt is bottom 3 right now. No runs. St. Louis, Miami tied up 2-2 now. Sure. And then obviously this game up here now, and we're sweating out the more than 5.5 hits for Waldron. Okay, if you missed the earlier show. W's having Mikey and Lauren on. Love that. We'll be doing more of that. Let's lock in, Jovan. Can I tell you about the Guardians?
Sure.
Let me tell you about the Guardians. Minus 155. Don't love that. They just keep getting steamed more and more. Okay, they opened up, I think, like minus 130. They're on a 3-game losing streak here. And look, I know Seattle's on a 4-game winning streak. I just talked about not fading streaks. These aren't big enough for me to really care about. but I do want to buy low on the Guardians here in the spots with a worse pitcher on the bump, who I think is actually a little bit better. Buy low on him, who's been struggling in BB, and also selling high on Woo, who's been literally unhittable so far this season. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. Maybe it's because he's out there in Seattle far away. I don't know. Maybe because we're used to these no-name pitchers or young pitchers balling out in a pitcher's park. But this Woo kid has been nails. Giovanni's got a 1 ERA. And boom, got hit by a pitch, bases cocked. Dude, he's about to get yanked and have 7 walks and give up no hits. But Woo's been great, Jovan. Okay, he's got 1 ERA. He's 3-0 this season. They haven't lost a game he's fucking started in. The Guardians are struggling, but B's got that ERA up to a 4. But if you look at Prize Picks, but B's fantasy score is kind of high today. And, he is facing a Mariners offense. It's not elite. But I definitely want to lean into that and what Prize Picks is telling me with BB. I think he has a great start. And with the total moving down from 8.5 to 8, and with that juice loose, we might even see some 7.5s in this game. I think that's a good sign for BB. Okay, I'd be more worried if the total was higher or moving up, or if the over looks sharp, because then I'd be like, oh, BB, he's probably going to get rocked again. He's not been locked in this season. The fact that the total's dropping and continuing to move and looking sharp tells me personally that BB is going to have a great start today and he's going to do his job. The fact that the Guardians on a 3 or 4 game losing streak are up to minus 155 now, catching 30 cents of steam, 25 cents of steam, is a great sign against the Mariners, who are on fire and on a mini winning streak too. I love this play. Probably my favorite play today. It would be if it wasn't so juicy, but I love this play just as much as I love that Mets and Rangers under that I was gassing up earlier.
Yeah, I really like the Guards too. The thing is, like with Woo, he's been great, but I'm looking at like his last couple of games. A's, Angels, he gave up runs against the Nats, then dealt against, the A's again, the Royals again, the Yankees again. All the games where he was absolutely lights out were a bunch of teams with basically no lefties in the lineup. And I talk about the Nats lefties all the time because they're pretty key to that lineup. That's the one game he gave up runs in. He gave up 3. So other than that, he's been lights out. So welcome to a lineup full of them today in the Guardians, full of the important ones at least. You can talk about Quan, Naylor, and J-Ram to start.
Okay.
But they have plenty in there like Jimenez, and they might throw out like 8 lefties tomorrow because they have that possibility, or tonight. So they have that possibility. So
sheesh.
I think he gives up some runs. I think the steam, with as good as he's been, is pretty telling.
Okay. You're in on the Guardians. They keep getting steam, chat. So if you want to lock those in already for a measly responsible unit, I wouldn't hate that move. They're probably only going to get juicier. Okay.
Yeah. Tell
me about this under in Minnesota.
Yeah, this is the one that I'm looking at the line movement. It's pretty interesting because, I like the over yesterday. Didn't end up getting to it because I didn't know if the game was going to happen. Didn't want to overexpose because I was nuking on the Prize Picks board. But now, after a million runs, even before the delay yesterday, with Savali on the mound against Pablo Lopez, who was an absolute turkey, we're getting an 8 down to 7.5 with Joe Ryan and Taj Bradley. Taj Bradley, I think, is going to strike out a million against this lineup, and I think his stuff is going to be good. Can he keep the ball in the yard? That's the only hope. He's probably going to give up a Turk, maybe 2. Just got to hope there's nobody on base for those. But I think he sets up more good than bad in the start. And then Joe Ryan, the thing with the Rays, especially when they're going against like pitchers that can strike out a lot, they've been super aggressive early on, especially for pitchers who don't really throw the off speed early in counts. Like Joe Ryan can do that. So I think even though like they've been better against pitchers like this, Joe Ryan's going to put them off balance a little early, and I don't see much coming out of the game for them. So I think it's a pretty disappointing offensive performance for the Rays today after they jumped all over Pablo Lopez yesterday. And I think Taj Bradley has a pretty solid start too. So I think we get no runs.
Okay. No runs, no fun, no problems for us. Locking that under. I'm with you. It's low. It's that low for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you already talked about Scotland, right? Any other points, any other Phil's nugs, Jovan nugs, soccer nugs, pitch nugs that you want to go over for that play?
No, but I can spark note it. We've already seen, I don't know. This is like the big, nobody in their right mind, the majority will not like to take Scotland because they've easily put forward, I would say, the worst performance of the tournament so far. It was aided by the red card. It got bad after that, but they weren't good to start, and that was because they kind of played uncharacteristically, defensively of them in that game. And not only do they have a model of what not to do themselves, but I think Hungary against Switzerland gave them a model of what not to do in that game as well. So, Switzerland's been really good attacking wise, like in the lead up and all the qualifiers and international friendlies and stuff like that, but they've played against really bad defenses. So I think if Scotland keeps their shape in this game, really locks down defensively, they're going to make things tough for Switzerland in this game. So I think they at least nail out a little draw here.
Dude, is this something I got to bet on? Is this something that's going to get me back out of retirement onto the pitch? Is this something I need locked
This
in?
could be it, Krabs.
You guys, you and Mikey, you're so confident with this one. I feel like I got to get involved. But the last time I tried to get involved, I'm not trying to be a superhero. I'm not trying to save the world. So I'm not trying to be the best soccer capper on earth. I just want to get involved. And the last time I tried to get involved, you know what happened?
Yeah.
I lost a minus 205.
Yeah.
Kind of scared to get involved.
Minus 205s in the Euros is probably not the right way to attack it.
No, I've learned it's actually the opposite. You take the plus 600s is what you do, actually.
Which is, I mean, pretty much what you're doing with Scotland, just with a little extra insurance. So you win if there's a draw.
A little hint of plus half.
Yeah.
Sure. So this game's time.
I think Scotland has a pretty good shot to win this game, but I do like, if I'm betting on them, defensively to kind of hunker down, like if it draws and it's 1-1, God forbid 0-0, I want to get involved.
Yep. All right, I want to get involved too. Wow, Germany's them.
Let's go.
Germany's literally them.
They're so locked. I love it.
Not a lot of people know this. I'm actually German. I know I look Irish, right? I got some German in me. Half my fam got some German blood. So I'm with you. Low key, kind of rooting for Germany a little bit. I was blown you picked them. I kind of wanted them. They're good.
Yeah, you could have.
German people hate fun. They're locked in. They're dialed. Okay, this is the perfect event for them. No fun, no parties, no nothing, no smiles, just wins. That's what Germany does. Okay. Yeah, man, they look good. Mikey was right. He was gassing them up, and for good reason earlier. You think they got a good chance to do something? I don't want to jinx it. I know they're playing right now. I'm not saying they're going to win the whole thing. But do you think they got a chance to do something and maybe make a little run?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have picked them if I didn't. But they have, I mean, the one question, I guess, was could they be pretty clinical in the attacking third? And I think we've seen that, even though, like, this is a relatively weak group. And, I mean, Scotland played really weird in that game. They played a high line. They were, like, I don't know, down a man for parts of that game. But they look good. Like, I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen. I'm excited for the Switzerland game, last game of the group stage. Okay. Yeah. Are there any games coming up that you're really, really looking forward to the rest of this week? You probably haven't gotten that far, but we got a couple other games scheduled. Tomorrow we have Italy, Spain, which might not be the most like aesthetically pleasing game, because that game could easily end 0-0, but that's going to be a really interesting game. Damn, that under 2.5 is minus 155. Yeah, I mean, that game screams 0-0, 1-1. Just the way those two teams play. But yeah, that's going to be a great game. Netherlands, France. I'm interested to see how the Dutch come out in that game. That's Friday. I don't know. Germany, Switzerland's like Sunday, so we still got a while before that one. Copa America starting up on Thursday too, tomorrow. So we'll have a little bit of that, even though that's a lot less competitive top to bottom than the Euros. But we got plenty of action on the pitch, Krabs. Plenty of action on the pitch. Okay. Hell yeah, dudes. I might take that Italy-Spain no fun under tomorrow. That could be a little fun afternoon sweat on national TV. I guess all the games are, right? Yeah. I mean, that might, I guess, the early 8 a.m. games are like on Fubo for whatever reason. But yeah, the last few games have been tending to be on national TV. All right, guys. That's enough soccer for one day from me. Let's lock back into the Sharp Report here. Jovan, I'm bought in. I'm going to be on that plus a half for Scotland. Okay? Sign me up. I got some good golf up there. I'm in. All right, let me take you to my last remaining play, straight bet. I know I already talked about it earlier in the show, and if you guys missed the show earlier, we had Mikey and Lauren on. We crafted up a 4-piece prize picks. We'll drop the link for that again right now in the chats. Goots, I sent it in our BTL group chat if you need it. And yes, or no, we're not betting scoop ball. We're not betting scoop ball. He's getting boosted right now. Yeah, we took Reagan's. We don't have any scoop ball action. Okay. Padres nuke. Okay. That doesn't help us. That doesn't help us much.
Yeah, okay. Damn, 1-0.
I might.
Yeah,
have
we're gonna need
those,
Waldron
honestly.
to fucking get mucked a little bit here. He's not being bad enough. He's only given up 1 hit.
Yeah, he's been walking
He's
too
been
many.
walking people. I don't like that. Here's the link, guys. If you want to tail that 4-piece we crafted up, me, Jovan, Lauren, and Mikey each put a square in that puppy, a little 4-piece, hold the fry. Okay. Lock this in. It starts up at 3 p.m. Eastern, an hour and a half with a Mikey Overs soccer square. Okay. Dubs. I've already sold this under in the Mets and Rangers game, but I want to go ahead and re-emphasize this is probably, if the Guardians weren't so juicy, they'd be my favorite play, but this is probably, with the juice in mind, my favorite play on the board today for MLB. Okay. What has happened in this series so far, Jovan, between the Mets and the Rangers? If people haven't been there to witness, what have you seen?
There's been some runs.
There's been some runs, and the Mets have been on fire, right? Ever since Grimace took foot on that mound and threw off that legendary first pitch, this team has been unbelievable, absolutely dialed cracked. Okay. It's been all Mets, and it's been all overs. I mean, there's been an insane amount of runs. 7-6 yesterday, 14-2 the day before, Jovan. That is absurd. And the total with these two sketchball pitchers on the bump today, you'd think it'd be a little bit higher after we've seen all these runs, huh? Especially in a hitter's park like down there in Texas, especially when Manaea and Heaney are pitching. I mean, these guys, look, Manaea I actually believe in. I like what I've seen out of him this season, but he still has a high ERA because he has some blow-up starts in there. Heaney, on the other hand, has been moose shit. Moose. 4 ERA. He's not been the same Heaney we've seen in recent years. I want to back him today, though, with this total moving down. The juice opened up originally -105 for the under 8.5. Now we're seeing it extremely juiced. You're going to start seeing some totals at 8 in this game, which I love. Probably the sharpest splits on the boards for this under right now, guys. They're looking unbelievable, looking like a snack. Let me double check them and see where they're at right now. 34% of bets, 55% of handle on that under. So some big bets being dropped. And after we've seen a bazillion runs in the first 2 games of the series, and with 2 sketchball pitchers on the bump for today, with prize pick squares that make it look like they're actually going to do pretty damn well, I want to back this under. It's my favorite play on the board.
All right.
That's it.
I don't really have anything to say about that one, Krabs. Just trusting you with that one.
So you hate it.
Not in love with it, but it's the Rangers and Mets offense. Mets offense
Hey,
has
it's
been
okay to
hot.
hate it.
I do like the Rangers. So I mean, I guess if it's a Rangers win, it's probably not going to be all that high scoring.
All right. Well, I love the play chat. We'll see what happens with the squad ride though, but that concerns me a little bit, Jovan. You hate that play's guts. It's okay, but you hate that play's guts.
I hate its guts. I don't hate its guts. It makes baseball sense. I mean, the Rangers, even though I think they win, they've been absolutely terrible against lefties. And I guess the one problem is the Mets have been like one of the best teams in the league lately against lefties, which is my concern.
Hey, you said the same thing with the Rockies first 5, and so did chat. To be fair, yesterday.
No, I like the
Love
Rockies
it.
first 5. I like the Rockies
You like
first
that
5.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it was just chat then. Or maybe it was the Pirates. Oh, it was the Pirates play you didn't like, and then you were right. God damn it.
Kind of.
Well, yeah, it was definitely the Pirates play because I remember you gassing up the Reds and slurping your
I mean, I didn't love the Bailey Falter square either. So I mean, it's 1-1, I guess. So I was right, but I was kind of
son of a gun. 1 pitch. Ketel Marte might have 8 total bases. Yeah, we're gonna start talking about Ketel Marte to win MVP.
Yeah.
Gets no respect. He's got to be the most slept on, most disrespected player in baseball. Does this every year.
I don't know if
The
you
guy's
slept on
unbelievable.
today looking at the feed, Krabs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good to know. We'll back him.
It's Patty C. So I mean, Square could pay, but holy shit.
We'll talk about that game as well. Let's finish up these prize pick squares, and then we'll move on to the rest of the MLB slate. Okay. We got John Rat coming in resubbing. W Rat, 11 months. Sure. Love that. Thank you, John. Hope you're tailing the squad ride today. Hope you've been tailing it. All right. Because knock on wood, been pretty solid. All right. Even with that push last night. I've already, beaten the fucking Sean Manaea square to a pulp at this point. I've already talked about it 7 times, guys, but I love Sean Manaea more than 15.5 pitching outs on prize picks. Okay. Not only is his hair looking beautiful in that profile picture, but this square looks disgusting. Nobody wants to take that more than, but I do. I want to back Manaea. And I want to back the Mets' confidence they have. And tonight, on their little 7-game win streak, all that confidence is going to be flowing through Sean Manaea's beautiful locks of hair. Okay, he's going to go up there and pitch an absolute gem. Maybe give up a run, maybe have a mistake pitch here or there, but it's not going to be enough. He is going to go more than 15.5 outs, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes through the 6th, but it'll probably be in the middle of that inning. It almost always is. Okay, they are sharp with guys like Manaea, who are effectively wild, and for good reason. They don't want to get burned. They're trying to get you guys on a pitcher who doesn't pitch that long in the games very often here with this square. Don't be fooled, okay? Don't get tricked. Don't be bamboozled, all right? Ride with the sharps on this one. Take his more than 15.5 pitching outs and back the aura of the Mets behind Grimace and Manaea.
Sure. Amen.
Good. I do love a 20% hit rate like no other. I will. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. Yep. Rafi Devers, you've talked about that as well too, but any other Phil's nugs?
No. Spark
What
notes. Gosman batting
go ahead and
lefties,
go into Joey.
bad in Toronto, and targeting that. I think we get a Devers hog and Trent Splusion on the feed today. So
Sure.
it's the note there. You can talk about Joey though. I really like Joey
go ahead.
today. That's like my Stallings Larnick square for today. He's going to be pitching. I like this over again. Full transparency. I'm going back to it. I think we see runs in that game. I don't think Freddie Peralta is good today. I don't think Tyler Anderson is good today. The Brewers have been picking up against left-handed pitching too. Now Joey Ortiz on the surface has reverse split, so he's a lot better against righties than lefties. But if you look at the lefties that he's faced, first of all, he's gone through an absolute gauntlet, which is why the Brewers' numbers against lefties were so mid for a while. But he's gone through a gauntlet and he's faced a lot of like high strikeout guys. Like he's faced Crochet recently. He's faced like Scooball lately. He's faced like a bunch of guys like that, but he feasts against anybody from both sides of the play, but especially lefties. That is a pitch to contact type pitcher, especially with a good bit of off speed. So Tyler Anderson's going to spam changeups just like he does every single start. I think the Brewers are going to score runs. I think Joey Ortiz, whether sometimes they put him lead off in situations like this, I don't know if they will today. But if he does, fantastic. If he doesn't, he's going to be in the middle of run scoring that lineup. Somewhere around Yelich could be huge because I think Yelich also has a pretty solid game, but went with Ortiz on that hits, runs, RBI.
Okay. Can we get Goots up here? I got a question for him about Ortiz. He might not like it. Goots, you see that video the other day of somebody on the Brew Crew talking about Ortiz and
It
how
was Bryce Wilson. Yeah, I saw it.
Sure. And how the Orioles messed up trading Joey Ortiz for Corbin Burns. What are your thoughts on that as a Nose fan?
Well, like I said in the comment when you said it, that he's not wrong if we don't re-sign Corbin Burns. He's not wrong at all. Because more years of control on Ortiz, obviously, and he's balling out. I always loved Joey Ortiz. I was fine trading him for an ace, obviously. Like, we needed that.
Yeah.
And our farm system's so deep. But, I mean, I always liked him, and I knew he'd be a stud. And now we're seeing it with a different team.
You might have gave up.
Sad.
Yeah, I know you got a lot of prospects. You got a lot of prospects who are pretty even in skill level. I think that's what's kind of the problem with you guys. I think you might have given up the wrong guy. And yes, look, you got to give up somebody really good. This is Corbin Burns we're talking about here. It's one of the best pitchers in baseball. You're going to give up somebody good. Just like when we traded the Soto trades. Look the fuck who we got. We got 4 studs coming up, right?
Well, shout out to the Brewers. We probably were like, you want Colby Mayo, you want this, who that, Heston, whoever.
They picked the right guy.
You want Joey. They picked the right guy. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. So I'm a big Joey Ortiz fan.
If we re-sign Corbin, like, it's kind of a wash in my eyes.
Yes.
But
yes,
that needs to happen.
Look at you having a level-headed approach to those comments, Scoots. I know. Look, you have a very level head, but I know you like gassing up your O's. That was very mature.
I did.
That was very mature, you Goots. I love that. And since we're here, I guess we could probably talk about this too right now. You guys think that Aaron Judge plunk was intentional? Or do you think people are just bozos out here making shit up? Oh, go to me. There he is.
Yeah. Anytime the Yankees get hit, because they do it so often intentionally themselves, they like to bitch about it. But no, they're trying to pitch Aaron Judge inside. Albert Suarez on the mound. He's been good, but he's Albert fucking Suarez. No.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and play the video of the base running thing that Juan Soto was doing that everyone was saying, oh, this is why they hit Judge, because Soto ran into somebody in the base pass. Anybody saying that has a literal P for a brain. Okay, I tweeted that out last night, and it's true. I stand on it. You're telling me Juan Soto run into the base, even if it was, his fault. You think a team is throwing at another guy because of somebody running into you in the base paths? Yeah, he's an atrocious base runner. Trust me.
He's always been a bad base runner.
He is an atrocious base runner. He always has been. Okay, that's the one thing about Soto. It's the speed, the base running, not elite. But whoever was saying that and spreading that and thinking that, look, I understand you're entitled to your own opinions, but that opinion's wrong. And it could not be more wrong. They hit Aaron Judge on the hands because his hands are standing above the plate because he's 7 feet tall and he's literally toes on the white chalk so close to home plate. And a ball ran inside from Albert Suarez. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Biggest hit of Soto's career. He got thrown out on the base pass directly after.
Yep.
People forget that.
People do forget that. I don't. And I didn't give a shit.
Like, you're supposed to throw inside. If he
I didn't give two shits. That's the one time ever, because like you guys know how my brain's wired. That stuff drives me nuts. And right now, the Nats, maybe that's why I just have this weird, hold back feeling about this team right now, because they keep doing the stupidest stuff on the base paths, getting picked up. I am first team all, small ball, be smart out there, because that's how I play the game growing up. You use your fucking heads. All right. Don't do bozo stuff. Control what you can control. And that's the stuff you can control. Okay. That's the one time in my life, Jovan, that Juan Soto hit to right field. Shout out Trent Grisham during the Brewers game in that wild card. That's the one time in my life that I've gotten happy seeing a guy get thrown out running the bases. That's the only time it'll ever happen because of how special the moment was. And I still want to send Trent Grisham maybe some flowers, maybe a thank you card. If I ever see that guy, I'm giving him a big bear hug because he won us a World Series. And he got cut immediately the first day they opened up the window. He was out of there. Oh, brutal for one error, man. But yeah, like I said, to bring this full circle, anybody who thinks Aaron Judge got plunked on purpose has a literal rock for a brain.
This happens literally every day. And just because it's Aaron Judge, it's a big deal. And he's a little crybaby who can't get over it.
Yep. Look, I'll say it. Aaron Judge is a bitch. He's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's got glass bones. He was made with paper mache and rubber bands and Elmer's glue. Because every time this guy gets hit, he's on the IL for 3 months. Now, I'm not rooting for it. Obviously. Look, and I mean that. I do not root for anybody to get hurt. Seriously. Okay, anybody who thinks the other way is incorrect. I'm not rooting for this guy to get plunked. But my brain does work, and I have eyeballs that watch the game and follow the league. Every time this guy even gets touched, if there's a gust of wind, he's out for 2 months. It's the one reason why he's actually not the greatest player in baseball. You hate to see this stuff, but you wonder how long he's going to be out.
Tucker, I wouldn't be as angry if the Yankees fans weren't cheering for them to hit Gunnar in the head.
It's a fact.
I mean, what do you expect?
There you go.
They did do that.
Like, I mean, what are we doing?
Look, to be the greatest player in baseball, you got to be out there on the field. You got to be playing.
Yeah.
It's his one weakness. Every time a baseball touches him, every time he slides a little wrong, it's not even his fault. He was born with glass bones like the guy from SpongeBob. But it's still a fault. It's still an issue, just like Soto's base running. If you can't play, you can't be the GOAT. We'll see if he's hurt. I hope he's not hurt. I hope he's not hurt.
He's fine.
But I wouldn't be shocked if he misses some time with this. I really wouldn't. Even if the MRIs came back negative, right?
He's playing tomorrow. He said he was today. He said he was demanding to play today.
I bet he was.
They'll probably take him out for a day, put him back in tomorrow.
Because the guys like me over here chirping him for having glass bones. You know he wants to play every day.
Yeah,
it's not it's just that he can't. Right? All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's finish up the sharp reports. Let's finish up these prize pick squares. Luis Medina. Guys, this over in this game yesterday was free. I don't know what more I got to tell you. I don't know how much effort more I got to put in for you guys to pick my fucking plays. That play was free. Jovan, you hit the nail on the head. I hope you guys like that new intro we had today. We also posted that highlight clip from yesterday's great calls on the Bookit BTL Twitter. Okay, so if you missed it, you can go back and rewatch the highlights. But Jovan, you hit the nail on the head. You said this play's getting swept, and it did. And it was the freest over of all time last night in this A's game. Well, tonight, I think it'll be a little bit different. All right, after we saw all those runs, the total in this game, 7.5. Low as heck. And I know Reagan's is involved. He's probably going to shove. His fantasy score looks a little bit higher than I was expecting with how he's been pitching. I like that. And we're on his more than fantasy score with Lauren Square in that 4-piece prize picks lineup. But Oakland and Medina on the bump, and that total being that low, I think Medina's going to do okay as well. I think this will be a very low-scoring game from both sides. I don't think the Royals are going to get out of their little hitting slump here. It's been going on over the last week or so, and put up another crooked number in this game tonight after last night. I think we see them regress once again. I thought this Medina Square was looking very, very funky on the prize picks board. Let me confirm that it's still even up. But it looks like one of the nastiest squares up there on the boards. He's given up 4 and 6 in his last 2 starts. And then he's going up against the Royals, who everybody loves, their public darling, with Reagan's on the bump on the other side. No one's going to have a single belief or hope at all for this A's team, except for me when I'm back in this Medina Square. This thing's nasty. Minus 115 both ways. I'm loving the Medina less than 2.5 earned runs, and I think this game soars under after we saw yesterday's game soar over.
I'm in. Medina's got good stuff when he's on. He just can't control it a lot of the time.
Yep.
So, I mean, the Royals are pretty free swinging, which is to their downfall a lot. So if he has some good stuff today, he could battle right with Cole Reagans.
All right, let's finish up and see what else you got on the bottom right sector. I know you got one more square, and I'm eager to hear
mine. We're through mine.
When you did yours?
Yeah, Ortiz.
Oh, Ortiz was the other one. W's. Okay. And yeah, Rafi, he's throwing a hog in, and he's hitting a nuke today. W's. Chat, take a little mental screenshot of this puppy, but we will post this on the Bookit BTL Twitter account right after the show if you missed it, okay? If you're not subscribed to the YouTube yet and you want to go back, rewind, if you missed stuff, if you got a late start, you can always go back and rewind on YouTube. People forget that as well. Bookit Sports. All right, go drop a subby. Dubs. All right, Jovan. Well, I bitched about Aaron Judge having glass bones. We went through the sharp reports. Is there anything else we really need to dive in for on today's slate? Maybe we talk a little bit about Patrick Corbin here. He's going up against Brandon Pfaadt. What have you seen on your feed today? Does nobody believe in my guy, Patty C, who's pitching in the daytime, by the way? This counts. If the sun is out and Patty C is on the bump, he gets his powers back. I want that on record. I do.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What are you hearing? What are you seeing?
I mean, not that I necessarily disagree, but holy Ketel Marte today. I know he's been fantastic, destroys lefties, but good God. I don't know. There hasn't been many more popular hitters I've seen as of recently than Ketel Marte is today. No way we got a Ronaldo K to cash that. That's huge.
What'd you cash?
A little 2-piece with soccer square.
Yeah.
BookitTrent. Yep.
Let's fucking go, Jovan. Is that 2-piece out in the public? Is it out in the wild? Can we pull that puppy up?
Post on Twitter.
Okay. Shit. Good. So let's pull that puppy up and gas him up a little bit here in a sec. D-backs will put Corbin into retirement. I mean, yeah, that's the simple-minded thought in this game. A 5-year-old could have that thought. You teach a 5-year-old about baseball and you teach a 5-year-old about Patrick Corbin, and they would say Arizona's free today. Right? It's the easiest play ever. No chance Patrick Corbin pitches well today. Well, can I tell you guys what's going on with Patrick Corbin? And by the way, if you don't think what I'm about to say is serious, it is. But the Nats have too many good starting pitchers right this second. And Josiah Gray's about to come back. Kate Cavalli's coming back. Josiah's probably a start or 2 away. He's making a rehab start today. It could be his final one, depending on how it goes.
I don't know if you want those Krabs.
I don't either, but let me finish here. And then we've got Kate Cavalli. Look, one of those 2 guys will end up working out. Josiah or Kate. Okay. I bet on it. One of those guys will work out and be a good pitcher in this league. Okay. But the problem is both these guys are coming up. They need reps. Right now, we got too many good young guys in the rotation. We got Mitchell Parker. We got DJ Ers. We got Mackenzie Gore. We got Jake Irvin. Mind that last start. He was so due for a bad one. He's been so good. I don't even give a shit. He was due for a bad start. Not worried. Okay. And then they got Patty C. Guys, Patty C knows that if he doesn't figure it out, probably in this start, he's done. The Nats are in playoff contention right this second. I'm being serious. They're going to at least try. I'm not saying they're going to go out and buy a bunch of arms. I'll guarantee you right now they're not. No chance they're buying. All right? They got your guy from the Rays. That's about all they're going to be buying. Okay? And he's Moose. He's not going to move the needle, personally. Hail Ramirez. Okay? But Patrick Corbin knows, and this is why they gave him an extra couple off days before his last start. He needed a little break, a little reset. He was getting tired. He's old as shit. Okay. But he knows that if he doesn't have a good start today, he's either getting moved to the bullpen, he's getting DFA'd, something. Because we got too many guys. And look, if we weren't actually in the playoff contention, this wouldn't matter. They would keep Patty C up, he'd keep eating up innings. But it would be shocking to me if Davey Martinez doesn't continue to keep trying to win like he should and make a move when these two arms come up very soon, especially Josiah. What are they going to do? You're going to take DJ Ayers out of the rotation after he had 13 strikeouts in that last outing? Fuck no. You're not taking Mackenzie Gore out. He's a lock. Jake Irvin's been one of the best bright spots of any starting young pitcher in entire baseball this year. He's been cracked out besides that last start. And then you got, who am I missing here? Marijuana Mitch. How could I forget? That kid's a freak. He can't field a ground ball. That's the only way he gives up runs, but he is an absolute money lefty up there on the bump. We have the guys now. There's no spot for a 7 ERA anymore. As crazy as that sounds, we're ahead of schedule. We're in the hunt. Yeah. If Patty C doesn't pitch well today, he's out of here. He's going to the bullpen. Let me finish here. Patty C had a couple more off days before his last outing. It helped immensely. He looked refreshed. He looked like he did at the beginning of the season this year, where he was actually pretty solid. He needed those days. And right now he knows if he doesn't go out there and shove today in the daytime, which, by the way, he always fucking does. I don't know what it is, but he always pitches well in the daytime. If he doesn't do it, Jovan, it's over. With his back against the wall, I wouldn't be shocked if Patty C has another good start because nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. He pitched 5 1/3, only gave up 4 hits. Patty C only giving up 4 hits in a start is like most people throwing a no-hitter. That's an unbelievable start for him. That's a great indicator to know when he's pitching well. He had a great outing after he got a couple extra off days. Jovan, I wouldn't be shocked if he, against the public's perception today, does the same shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. That's why I'm refusing to get involved.
I mean, Hoov, that was not 15 minutes, and that was probably the smartest thing I said all day today. So if you didn't like it, that's on you. Okay? Just filling you in on the Nats, a team that's in the wild card contention. Only 2 games below 500 and hanging around, being scrappy. Okay? Hunter Green Masterclass tune in. Yeah, how many Ks does he have? I'm blown because we're going to pair Gibson strikeouts with him. He's probably already got 1 million strikeouts.
He's got 8.
He's got 8. Oh, that was the freest fucking 2-piece ever if Gibson started today, but that's okay. We move. Jovan, any other games you want to talk about here before we move on to the squad rides?
You're not backing your old friend Garrett Cole in his return?
No, but we can talk about it. Garrett Cole back on the bump. Look, here's what I'm thinking about this series. You hit the nail on the head yesterday. I even, pat you on the back for it virtually. I said, Jovan called it out. Playoff type game. What happens? Crazy playoff type stuff. People getting hit, people getting anxious, people yelling, low scores. Okay, unders. Wouldn't be surprised if we get another under today. Total's down from 9 to 8. Povich does have that weird earned run square up, which makes me think he's going to give up runs, but I'm not getting fooled or bamboozled. I know he's going against the Yankees on the road. Okay, that square could still be baked, even if it looks red as shit. I'm not falling for it. All right. I like that Povich kid stuff, to be honest with you. We'll see how he does on the road against the Yanks today. But Garrett Cole, the fact that total opened up at 9 maybe was a spec high, Jovan. But again, we talked about that for game 1. There's a reason why that total looks so high. Okay. The total's so high because these are 2 of the best offenses in baseball and they're playing in a Mickey Mouse ballpark. That's why the total looks so high. And because they don't want people cashing on the over. They set these totals too high. They're on TV. Well, today that total's dropping down to 8. And I think they're hip to what you were picking up on yesterday. And this is a playoff type series and the games are going under. They're going to be tight. They're going to be low scoring. I like the under again. And I wouldn't be surprised if Garrett Cole, I know he's a competitor. Okay. After seeing his guy Judge get hit yesterday, I don't think he's going to go out there and hit an O and try to start any more beef, but I wouldn't be shocked if he uses that as extra motivation to lock in today and have a great first outing back on the bump. He's Garrett Cole. He's a freak. He's one of those guys that I don't even care if he's coming back from injury. He's probably not going to miss a beat.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially, and I still kind of think like he's going to have a decent start. And I really don't like Povich against the Yankees because he's fine if he's facing the Braves, who we can just basically, at that point, just dare him to hit and throw the ball down the middle like he loves to do, and they weren't going to do anything about it. The Yanks are probably going to do something about it, but I can't ignore the steam towards Cade Povich against Garrett Cole in his highly anticipated return. It's making
25 cents.
maybe there's some runs in this game. Maybe Garrett Cole isn't fantastic. Maybe the Orioles sneak one out in a crazy fluke way towards the end of the game.
Let's see what people are betting on. I mean, there's still more bets in handle on that over 60%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird game. I don't want bets on it. Very, very curious and excited to see how this game plays out. This is one of those games you got to have up on your TV somewhere. If you got 4 TVs like me, you're chilling. It's got to be on one. Because like Jovan said yesterday, playoff type atmosphere, and it's making me just bricked up, to be honest with you. I know we're only not even halfway through the season, but there's nothing like playoff baseball, right? I know everybody talks about their sport, having the best play. As a baseball guy, for me, I know I'm wearing all the PLL stuff. I got this insanely fresh Whip Snakes hoodie on, by the way. You can get them on their website, Champion. This thing is so fresh. And the hat. I know I'm a PLL guy now too, but I'm a baseball guy at heart. You guys know that. I played the sport growing up. There's nothing like playoff baseball. And this series is probably the closest we're going to get to feeling it for a while, right? I mean, these two teams, especially after what happened last night with Judge, this game is going to be must-see TV.
Going to be fired up, Krabs.
All right, so let's give the people a play. What do you like in this game? We can't gas up this game and then move on and not give the people a winner and tell them to watch it. If you have to take something, what do you take?
I would probably take Yankees first 5 -0.5 because I still really think Povich has given up runs. I know Garrett Cole's on a pitch count too coming back, so I just feel in my heart that the Orioles, even though like the Yankees bullpen is fantastic, I feel like something weird happens at the end of that game and the Orioles maybe sneak it out, but I have to feel pretty confident about their bats against Povich.
Good. So I just sent you something you got to pull up on the screen. Gosh, and if I had to take a play in that, when you see what I pull up here in a second, you're going to understand why I was just distracted. Okay. If I had to take a play in this game, I'm probably still taking that under, but I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it. And I think it's weird the O's are catching that much steam with Povich. I wouldn't hate a +1.5 for the O's. Wouldn't hate it one bit.
Sure.
Okay? You guys remember when Mikey got chirped by the bench player on the Celtics for the take that I thought honestly was not a bad take at all, and the fact that he didn't even win MVP and the rest of the guys stepped up and carried them to a championship, I thought would make some people have different opinions and kind of back Mikey, but it didn't for some reason. I don't get it. Maybe people don't actually watch the games or plays. Look at who just responded. This guy's like the most famous tennis player on earth, right? Kyrgios? Isn't this guy the most famous dude on earth?
He's one of the most famous tennis players, yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
First off, yeah, and you know what? We'll take the jokes, we'll take the chirps. It is what it is. You know, no harm, no foul. W engagement, W Mikey. But I really don't think the take was that bad, even after watching the championship. I'm going to stand on that. I don't think it was that crazy of a take. And I think these people don't actually watch Tatum during these games. They just see the Celtics scoreboard. Oh, this guy's a peanut and doesn't look like he could dribble. He could dribble. Come on, Kyrgios. Jesus. Oh, Mikey responded. What did he say? I'm going to have to hit the refresh button here. Let's see what he responded. I mean, those are crazy fucking comments. God. I don't think he responded, but okay. Well, either way, that's a W for Mikey in my book. Look, everyone's entitled to an opinion. I didn't think it was that crazy. I guess Nick Kyrgios does. And that's on him. I mean, I did not have that in the bingo card today.
Yeah,
unbelievable. All right, chat. We're running out of time here. I am going to host the Surge stream. Jovan, if you want to pop on, whatever, feel free. The door's wide open to anybody. Mikey, Trent, Lauren, Shelly, come on, feel free. Okay, I'll drop you guys a link in the chat. Mikey made a video. Wow, let's play this puppy. Attaboy, Mike. That was quick. And
yeah, dude. If there's one thing I can do, it's dribble a rock. I was 5'8". It's the only thing you're allowed to do when you're 5'8".
Attaboy.
You know how to dribble a basketball. What you didn't know is I got a little O'Shea Brissett in my game.
Oh my God, bro.
Nick, I used to be a big fan, man.
That's so good, bro. That's so good.
to dribble a rock.
That's
I was
so
5'8".
good.
It's the only thing you're allowed to do when you're 5'8".
That is the
is know how
best
to dribble a
response he
basketball.
could have had. He got a
What is
video out right
actually-
away.
Is I got a
He's
little
laughing
shade
about it,
reset.
right? He's chirping the original guy, bringing it full circle. That is a W post from Mikey and a typical common Mikey double. Let's fucking go. Am I built like a peanut? Yeah. Can I dribble? Can I dribble? I'm a 5'8" white guy. The only thing I could do is dribble. You're goddamn right, Mike. But I bet you didn't know I had this in my game. Good fucking shit, Mikey. Good shit. That's how you lead by example. Love that. All right. And he's smiling the whole time. He's having good fun with it. It's just jokes, right? And that's one thing I got to learn. Don't take everything so seriously. Mikey did a great job with that there. W's. All right. It's about that time. Jovan, if you're ready, we do some squad ride talk here.
Sure. Let's do it.
Dudes, run that shit. I want to see that train. All right. Well, before we move and groove and get the squad ride going here, we got a sub bang for my guy Spicy 3 Avi. All right. He's calling out Jovan. He's saying, Jovan, go look at Jewel Lloyd's 3-pointers the last 5 games. Not a square up, but there's a combo with Caitlin Clark. Holy shit. This sounds like something I want to listen to here real quick. Is it like the weirdest angle ever here? And we could take this less than and get rich?
Well, she's been literally moose from 3 last couple games.
That doesn't make sense.
0 for 6, 1 for 6, 1 for 6, 1 for 9. Her last 4.
Well, then I definitely don't want to take that less than. Okay. Harper Nuke. Ooh. Harper Nuke piece. Another base hit off of Waldron. We love that. Let's see. How many hits has Waldron given up here? Looks like he's given up. Yep, just 2. Can't make it up. He's walked 700 people too. All right. Well, we'll move on from that Spicy Abby square. Unfortunately, if she's been moose shit, I don't want to take the less than. I was hoping she's been balling and we could take the less than there, but we move.
I think you're saying take the more than Krabs.
He was, I know, but I can't with Caitlin Clark. You got to be very picky. She is hooping recently, though. She's hooping, and I cashed on that square 2 piece the other day with Jeff Teat. Got to give respects. Another Waldron hits.
You know she plays today, Krabs?
Who? Don't say the Mystics.
Pretty sure it's the Sticks.
Are they playing the Sticks? Oh, I could get involved.
Yeah, the Sticks are ratchet. That might be it.
Oh, the total's up to 167.5, up 2 points. You know what? It could be Caitlin Clark deck. Have you guys seen the Sticks play defense? It's like watching the School of the Blind trying to cover some fucking people out there. It's terrible. The worst defense I've ever seen. No heart. Now, don't let the Mystics get hot. It might be too late. They do have 2 wins in their last 2 games. They are on fire. They've won their last 2 games, Jovan. Don't let them get hot. It might be too late. Yeah, this could be the perfect spot to fade and take Indiana here. Honestly, -5.5 might be the better play. And just fade the Mystics on the Bucks. They're terrible. Could be. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Jovan, I want to give out some winners for the people. Squad ride talk. You ready?
Yep.
Sure. Favorite play today? Please tell me it's not that Red Sox Blue Jays over.
It is. So we can cancel that out.
We got it. Yeah, I'm going to have to use a veto card there.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Is Scotland starting up too early? It's in an hour?
Yeah, that's like an unofficial Euro squad ride.
If you're obsessed with that over in the Red Sox Blue Jays, if you're putting a sneak unit on it, if it's your favorite play by far, if you love it enough to tell me to shut up and put it on there for the chat to vote, I'm down for that.
No, we can't do that, Krabs.
Okay.
You can't put it there.
Okay.
Trent,
all right.
Shirt for
but if the play was on that level, I would want you to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the play. I like the play, certainly. But
okay.
not enough to say fuck you. You're on the
not enough to veto the veto.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Scotland squad ride? Too early?
It's too early, man.
Yeah.
Too early. Early pitch cake as a squad ride is asking for cake.
That would ruin the whole vibe.
Ruin the vibe.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started out here. We might have to throw in some plays that are not ideal, like the Guardians ML with the juice. Although, thought that was a pretty good sell job and a really good play. Are they still -155?
Yeah. Just
they
about.
are.
I do think.
I mean, I'd say we still put that in there, and if chat doesn't want a juicy play, they vote for the other ones.
Yeah.
You good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Guardians ML. Chat, I will host the Surge stream. Trent's not feeling well. Okay, it'll be a shortened one. It'll be about an hour, but I will host the Surge stream. And then I got to go out there and run. All right, before the softball people show up and take over the field like they did yesterday. All right. I got to get out there and run. The softball videos coming too, chats. All right. I promise. I was planning on doing it yesterday, but I could barely even move and get off the fields after I ran. So we're going to have to push that back. But I promise it'll be done soon. And it'll be good and worth the wait. Okay. Promise you that's going to be funny. I'll wear the Aaron Judge jersey for you. Okay. When that make it up for you? When that make it up to you? Okay. I'll wear it. Guardians ML. I don't know why I put it in the note sheet in the outline. I'm being stupid right now. What else? Can we put that under in there that I love? You trust enough?
I trust enough.
Fuck yeah. Mets Rangers under 8.5 chats. Loving that play. Just as much as the Guardians. Probably like the Guardians a little bit more, but they're juiced, remember? What else, man?
Raise under potentially.
Raise under I could get behind. It's that low for a reason. 7.5. Sign me up.
Sure.
Guardians ML, Mets Rangers under 8.5, and we've got Rays Twins under 7.5. Are there any other plays you want to throw their hats in the ring? Any other baseball ones we went over briefly, or any WNBA cough fade in the sticks?
I just gotta say it because I'm taking it. The Brewers Angels over again is locked in. Freddie Peralta,
Already?
Tyler Anderson. I've locked it in, yes.
Freddie's been moose shit.
He has.
He's been dog meat.
Don't think it's going to get that much better today.
Yeah? I don't like that they're catching that much steam, though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they can do it with their bats. So I think the Angels are going to show up a little more than they did yesterday.
You want to put in the Angels over and the Oakland under? What do you think about that?
Wouldn't hate that.
That's probably 2 favorite plays remaining. One from you, one from me.
Yeah.
You down for that?
I'm in.
All right, chats. Here we go. Milwaukee and LA over 8.5. I believe it's at now.
Yep.
And then KC, Oakland under 7.5. The juice is loose. Let's hope it's not too loose. Let's hope the 7s aren't out to play yet. Let me check. Yeah, we still got juicy 7.5. All right, chat. Listen up. Lock the fuck in. We got 5 options for you, 5 winners, 5 plays. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in the vote. You got 3 minutes. Hurry up. Go, go, go. We got the Guardians ML. We got the Mets and the Rangers under 8.5. We got the Rays and the Twins under 7.5. How about the over in Milwaukee, LA? How about it? And then we got Kansas City, Oakland under 7.5. A lot of totals and then 1 ML. All right. If you don't want to lay the juice, don't lay it. Me personally, I don't give a shit. Seems like they're getting out to a hot start as well. People want to lay some juice today, maybe. They're in the mood. Okay, I don't hate it. Could be Guardians ML. Jovan, favorite play on the board up there. What is it?
I mean, juice aside, it is probably the Guardians. So be satisfied with that. But the Rays under's getting swept. I think that might be air.
You know what? I think so too. That's the play that's going to get swept today. Nobody's going to want it. Nobody's talking about it. And it's going to be the winner. I'm with you.
Just might be.
Just might be. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. All right, hurry up, lock in. If you're watching on YouTube and you're wondering where the hell the poll is, come on over to the Twitch chats. There's way more people over here anyways. Okay, unless you're trying to rewind, unless you're trying to, I don't know, just watch on the YouTubes. You should be in here on the Twitch chat anyways. Okay, we need you. Strength in numbers. Way more people over here talking, moving and grooving. Okay, 5 plays, 5 winners. I'm loving these plays today. I'm feeling good about these puppies. All right. Guardians ML, Mets, Rangers under 8.5. We got the Rays Twins under 7.5. Milwaukee, LA over 8.5. And Kansas City, Oakland under 7.5. 5 plays, 5 winners. We got Trent's POD, W's, chat POD. Or I think he's saying, hey, chat, this is my POD.
Yeah.
Cubs, first 5 over from Trent. Let's take a peep at it.
Flu game POD.
Trent, I'm sorry, man. I hope you feel better. I feel like everyone's been getting sick, man. I don't love to see it.
Yeah, it's GG's.
I don't love to see it. Rowdy missed a home run by about a foot. Oh, great. Sure. Well, you know what can fix that? The Guardians ML. And every single one of you in chat should have that locked in today for a responsible measly unit, maybe a unit and a half. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Play it for a unit and a half. Nothing crazy. All right? It's baseball dog days of summer. There should be no nukes. I learned that reminder last night. Okay, with that over 9.5 getting too cute. I learned it. Sometimes you need a reminder like that, folks. And I got one. Okay, let's be responsible. Let's be sharp. Let's stay dialed. And let's have an absolute field day today, Jovan. Why not us?
Sure.
Why not us?
Let's do it.
Okay. Chat, we'll meet you guys at the cash counter when the Guardians win by 10. All right. I'm feeling good about this play. Don't be afraid to lay that juice. All right. We might need it. All right. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Stick around for the Surge stream. I'll host this puppy. We'll get this thing going. Give me 1 minute. All right. And I'll see you guys. Bring some winners, bring some energy. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace.
Subs.